Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Just changing my shirt. Hold on. Just got to tuck it into my apron. Hold on. Good morning. Hello. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Happy Friday. I'm going to turn the heater on. It's a little bit chilly up in here. I just put the heater on in the bedroom for Chester. Just got his little jacket on, his little winter jacket, with his hoodie. And I'm a bit cold too. Welcome. We are making today, we are doing Marry Me pasta. Is that right? You're all going to marry me today because I'm going to impress you all with some vegetarian chicken, a vegetarian pasta thing from Nido. And then we're also doing vegetarian and meat ones for me. We're going to do vegetarian and we're going to see if Exceed knows the difference between Impossible and regular meat sausage rolls. The redemption from BCK Crunch. Can you guys please tag BCK? Anytime there's a redemption, please tag the person just to remind them. Sometimes people aren't around and they need a little bit of a prompt. Yes, today we are doing some fun food. Before we continue, let's go back to last time on, show what we did on the last stream. We did pretzels. So these were the pretzels, a redemption from Liz. We took some photos. We did lemon lime meringue pie, little lemon meringue slice. Turned out quite nice. Unfortunately though, Exceed took it to work and with the movement of the train, the meringue kind of like slid off, partly off the meringue and he didn't feel comfortable. He gave it to one person. He said he made the executive decision and I understand. He said it wasn't like, it would be messy to eat, so he didn't want to put that on anyone. And turns out there wasn't many people in the office yesterday, so I got a free pass because the girls weren't there, who usually are excited for the food. So next fortnight we're going to make something good to make up for it. So 5 subs, resubs, gifted subs, 7 new people in the form of follows. Flossie resub for 26 months, Arbitrator for 33. Excuse me. Wait for it to scroll back through. Sajito for 45, Margot for 47, Knife Clan for 2 months. Yeah, it was a cheeky stream. You making me happy. I love sausage rolls. I not had good vegan one in a long time. Okay. So we're using Impossible meat. I'm not going to make them vegan because we're going to probably still use egg. It's Crunch Styles. BCK is Crunch Styles in Discord. See, that's what I tell you guys. It can be a little bit hard when people have different stream and Discord names. So if you sync them up, please make them similar or the same, just so that we can contact you. If you win a prize, imagine if you win a prize, we can't contact you. You might win a prize, you don't know. Make sure your Discord name is the same. We're going to do a deep dive into Discord, show what the community has been cooking and eating. Possibly, it's been at the post office, I think, for like a week and a half. I don't get the prompt, Exceed does, and so I keep forgetting to go and get it. We have a new, it got supposedly delivered, even though we're here and we work from home 7 days a week. The June snack box got delivered. Remember how Exceed accidentally resubbed for another 3 months? We're on to our 5th out of 6 month So we've got another snack box waiting. Possibly Exceed said he might go and get it during stream. But if not, we'll do it Monday. And I also want to make some bread. So I got to put some sourdough together. So please remind me. Wait a second, does Exceed know about this pasta? The Marry Me pasta? I don't know if he knows the name. Is it exclamation mark menu or exclamation mark title? Tell me what he wrote. Maybe he might want to marry me again. Do you know we haven't been married in Australia? We have a legal marriage certificate from the United States of America, from the county of Los Angeles, I think. But we've never been married in Australia. It is obviously, I assume it gets sent to birth deaths and marriages. I'm not sure, and like Australia gets notified, but I don't know. I haven't changed my name legally, so no one in Australia might not even know. I'm a free woman. I'm not a full George yet. Can you even marry pasta in Australia? Well, I hear that you can marry anything, even rocks, in America. So what you're saying is you're available. If anyone wants me, I'm here. I can cook, can't really clean. I make a bloody good cup of coffee, a BJ or a LJ. A Big Joe or a Little Joe, we call it, big cup or a little cup. And guys, oh my God, the goal, exclamation mark goal, I'm not to put a hurry on you, but the black version is like, is back in stock. So the pizza oven comes in bone, which is like white, and then it comes in off black. I'm worried about if we don't get, I really want the black because the bone seems to get dirty on the outside and it's hard to clean, and I'm not a cleaner. And so we got to get a wriggle on with the goal so we can get the black one. I'm hoping that it's still in stock and we can whip that one up because it's limited edition. It seems to be selling out really quickly, so I'm hoping they bring it back. But if you like the channel, you like the laughs here, you're enjoying the content, you want to flip me a few dollars, you know, tip into my little hat. I need a hat. Where's my hat? I need a hat. If you want to tip a few dollars in throughout the stream, I'll shake it around. Beware! Delicious. Thanks for the $5. Back in black, baby. You know I'm a fan of black. I love me some black goodness. You know, it's my main wardrobe. And I think a black pizza oven will just look so good in there. Welcome to Mario. Welcome back for the week. Ah! Beware. Thank you for the $5. Okay. So I've decided everyone that's on here, everyone has tipped towards the goal. A random person's going to be picked out and they're going to receive maybe some brownies. Delivered to their house. I think that's what I'll do. Anyone that contributes to Mario, wherever you are in the world, someone will be drawn and they'll receive a Molly brownie pack. I want brownies. So exclamation mark tip, exclamation mark goal if you'd like to be involved. Once you go black, you'll never go back. I like that. I've been red, I've been white. Now it's time to go black, baby. But we're gonna get there. $947 out of $1,400. So we've got a little bit to go. I think with the conversion as well, US dollars to Australian dollars, I'm not sure how strong it is at the moment. I think Exceed and I will probably tip in a few extra bucks. Because it includes the oven and then the stand and then like a peel and stuff, a cover. So yeah. Anyway, before we continue, let's go look in Discord and let's make ourselves really hungry. And then we're gonna make coffee and we're gonna start this Marry Me pasta. Okay? It might be a little bit lewd and rude. We're going to be making some rich tomato sauce. This is from Kate. Little win today, ordered 2 cinnamon donuts and got 3. It's a win to me. A win for me. Warm, delicious, very happy. Cinnamon donuts like this, I'm not a massive fan, but they have to be fresh. They remind me of the fair, like the royal show. Let's get our noodles soggy. Let's get a little bit saucy. Then I haven't eaten brown rice and tuna for a while, but when I do eat it, I go into this like little obsessive kind of like snack. You know, I'll like eat it for like a week. Brown rice, cup of brown rice, the microwave rice, because I don't like cooking rice, brown rice from scratch. Just takes so bloody long. Then chopped up cucumber, tuna. I like the tuna in I like chili oil or just regular oil. Strain that out, and then you've got a little bit of Kewpie, a little bit of coriander or cilantro, and then some chili oil on top. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. If I usually would have it just brown rice, tuna, and chili oil, and some avocado works really nicely as well. And then I found Kewpie, and so I add Kewpie on everything. It's good. It's really good. Okay, so just I need to preface this. Exceed his light globes blue in his office. So my lovely husband, he loves to do things different. He decided that we would use our smart lights. So we've got some Philips Hue globes, and he put them in his office, and you'd think that he would do one of the smart scenes like concentrate or focus or whatever. No, that's not what Exceed does. He uses sunset or something like pink and purple, and so his office looks like a dungeon with like purple lights in the middle of the in the office, and this is his lighting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's got another light on in here because you can't even see. But this is his like the weekly rundown of Exceed's his drop of food photos. So this is broccoli noodle pasta, cheesy broccoli noodles. Yeah, cheesy broccoli noodles. And I think this is the close up. And then he had buldak, I think, on top, hot sauce. Chicken burgers. These are Costco burgers. Do not keep them in the freezer for that long. They do not like the freezer, especially if the container that they are in opens. They are like dry as old Ned. I don't know where that saying came from, but they are dry as anything. They were disgusting. So I think he ate his. I pulled off the burger and just ate the slaw and the chicken because the burger buns were terrible. Soup, pumpkin soup, Thai pumpkin soup from All In Together. You don't put them in a plastic freezer bag. I just put them in the container that they came in, that you buy them in Costco. We just put them, we didn't have any space for them, so we put them directly in the freezer. And usually I would put them in a Ziploc bag, but there were so many of them. This is beef carpaccio sushi. We had an issue with sushi rice. There was some bugs in our sushi rice, so I washed them, and I washed the rice, and turns out I washed it too much, and I washed all the starch off, and then I thought that I'd dry it again, you know, because rice to preserve it, I dried it. It had these weird bugs. I think that it, I don't know where they came from. They was contaminated. So I ended up just washing some of the bugs off, cooked it, and there was no starch in it, so it like fell apart. So the sushi was no good. Yeah, not weevils. They were like something They were the same bugs that were in my sushi rice a few weeks ago. And then I got the bag that was kind of like, and topped up the container. And then they must have been in the bag. Bugs in rice, that's an Aussie thing. Maybe. The rice was Japanese sushi rice, so I don't know. Quesadillas, so this is the mood lighting. This is why I want to preface. This is, my husband works like in his office. He works a whole day and spends probably 10 to 12 hours in this lighting. I don't know how he does it, but he said that he loves it. He changes the colours on occasion, but that is a white quesadilla and that's what the lighting does to it. And sometimes he has it like in a disco mode, and sometimes he sets it so it like gets brighter throughout the day, but it's usually like pink and purple or blue, and yeah. For those that like Serena tuna, which I really like, and I do like Serena, I have been persuaded to get Aldi brand, but I don't like going into a store to get it. So if Serena's on sale for 30% off, I will get Serena. But I don't mind, I'm saying I don't mind the Aldi brand. I haven't tried them like side by side yet. Place dried bay leaves in the rice, keep bugs away. Okay. I've never, like, the only issue, other than the rice issue that I've had recently, the only other issue is like pantry products that I've been given from other people. Mainly my sister-in-law and brother. When they moved to Colombia, they gave me contaminated flour, rice, like maybe, I think there was like 3 or 4 things that had bugs in them, and I put them in my pantry, and then when I went to use them, oh, that was the other thing, my masa, my like flour, cornmeal, yeah. Usually just airtight containers works really well. And using your stuff, you know, if you're not using it within a year, throw it out. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy, Shay. I didn't know if this is just a thing that you said, or are you familiar with the Wiggles? Because I don't want to misread the situation, because I know that Wiggles are big in Australia. They did go to the US, but I didn't know how many people know the Wiggles. How many of you aren't Australian and know who the Wiggles are? Health. We need a description, Nido. You should know better. You can make a smart-ass comment, but you still got to give a description. So it looks like we've got some fruit. You know, you've got your 1 in 5 servings of fruit here. You've got some potatoes, which is veggies. Definitely good. You've got some dairy, it seems. Great. Chips, cheese, gravy, and Kewpie. And what's the drink? Healthy Ribena. Damn. Girl, what's your health regime? Dang. Looks good. Nice warming for the winter weather. I was wondering if anyone was going to catch my Wiggles reference. Big part of my childhood. Okay. Yo, yeah, the Aussies would. Is it working? I was talking to my, went out for dinner. I didn't post my photos. Hold on, I gotta post my photos. I went out for dinner with Amy, Belgore's, she's my friend, Belgore's ex-girlfriend, but we're friends. Betty's. Silver Bullet. Oh, I don't. I don't know what a Discord name is. Okay. 17 kilos down. Damn. Shadi had cold and grey in Melbourne. Time for some spicy ramen. Yum. I haven't had ramen in so long. I think that might be my next celebration meal. For anything we're celebrating, I think we're going to go get ramen. It's winter, it's warming. Ramen's good. Damn. And then yesterday, Xe went to school, and I was home alone, so I didn't really have anything I wanted to cook, so I made the leftover shitty sushi rice, then bulgogi beef and kimchi. It was like subpar. It was edible, but that's it was my post-gym workout meal, and then I had burgers for dinner. That was all I ate yesterday. Beef halloumi burgers, blue cheese chips, and Caesar salad. These are beef halloumi burgers. Blue cheese chips. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I would think I'd like this. I don't know. I feel like they need to be a bit crunchier, but they look good. And Caesar, like a good Caesar. Yum. Thanks for sharing, Wolf. And we've got Anne. Anne is at school. This was my last week of school before the summer break. We had 2 little dessert. The first one we needed to use chocolate and mushroom. Ooh. Chocolate and mushroom. And the second one we needed to use carrot or squash. Okay. The first one I did half dome of chocolate sorbet and half dome of honey mousse. And I used mushroom, so make mushroom custard and whipped cream. Wow. How did the mushroom and the chocolate the flavors go together? What type of mushrooms did you use? That's so interesting. Wow. That was so good. The presentation's beautiful. Are we happy with it? Dang. The second one, I did a squash muffin, an apricot jam, lime glaze, and lemon whipped cream. Wow. Whoa, nice plates. Look at that. Very impressive, Anne. Very cool. Chocolate and mushroom go really well together. Sadly, we only had Paris mushrooms, not so flavorful. Paris mushroom, never heard of it. Okay. Beware, for no good reason, I was physically and emotionally exhausted yesterday. Busy. So combated that by extremely unhealthy burgers. Nice. No, don't say unhealthy. Extremely uplifting burgers. Just needed comfort food, babe. Beef, American cheese, runny egg, chalupa. Explain, what's a chalupa again? And garlic mayo on onion buns. Cholula or chalupa? Champignon de Paris. Okay. Okay, I have to have a look. Champignon, like little mushrooms? I know we're called champignons. And then tonight I felt my plating was a little extra fancy. HelloFresh mushroom ravioli in tomato cream sauce, chicken sausage, and ricotta dollop. Ricotta. Cholula, autocorrect, no worries. I was like, a chalupa? Isn't a chalupa? I never really understand. Hey Google, what is a chalupa?
According to Wikipedia, a chalupa is one of several specialty dishes of South Central Mexico, including the states of Hidalgo, Puebla, Guerrero, and Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. Yeah, but what is it? Hey Google, what is a chalupa?
According to Wikipedia, a chalupa is one of several specialty dishes of South Central Mexico, including the states of Hidalgo, Puebla,
hey
Guerrero,
Google, stop.
and Oaxaca.
Thanks. Looks good, Beware. I'm hoping you're feeling better. How you doing now? These are my burgies. So it was really hard to see, but it was beef, bacon, lettuce, tomato, which I took out. I couldn't eat it all. We were talking a lot and we had chips. But so Amy and I had chips in the same burger each. It was really rich. The sauce, I don't know. I just couldn't eat it all. I ate the chips, and then Amy had some of the burger. But yeah, I don't know. But then I felt like had acai, a little bit acai. So we went to Yochi, which was like just nearby. Acai with granola, toasted coconut flakes. Roselli, Roselli told me about peanut butter with acai. It wasn't too bad. I do prefer condensed milk, but they don't have that at Yochi, which was annoying. So I had Nutella and a bit of peanut butter, and then some strawberries. And then Amy had butterscotch and chocolate, I think. And so she had some cookie, like some warm kind of like New York City style cookie, like that was like you could take a chunk out. Some candied cashews, some other nuts, I think, some Nutella, and a candy strap. I get peanut butter and strawberry shake now that it's summer. Peanut butter and strawberry together? Like a peanut butter and jelly shake. That's so interesting. I never would have had, they don't do that. You can't get you can get peanut butter and chocolate milkshakes, but you can't really get peanut butter and fruit. Interesting. Chalupas are made from pressing a thin layer of masa around the outside of a small mold with the process of creating a concave container resembling a boat of the same name. Then deep frying to produce a crisp result, shallow corn cups. These are filled with various ingredients such as shredded pork, shredded chicken, pork, chopped onions. Okay. Yeah, I thought it would be so it's like a tostada. Okay, so a chalupa is like a tostada. Interesting. A chalupa is a fried tortilla that you put on the meat, the chicken, the pico de gallo. Interesting. Thank you, Hila. So is that a bigger version of a tostada? Anyway, I would still eat it. Thank you, everyone, for your submissions. Okay. So I'm just trying to plan things out because your girl, me, we're making sausage rolls. The issue is that I didn't defrost the meat, okay? I got Impossible to do vegetarian and I got beef here. I feel comfortable putting the beef in the microwave and defrosting it. I've never defrosted Impossible meat. And because it isn't meat, I'm worried about how it's going to defrost. So maybe because it's sealed, maybe put it in some water. What do you think? What do you think? Because I would rather do that to begin with. Whoop. But I think we should begin with caffeine. What do you think? It's a Friday. Try warm water. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exceed, would you like a coffee?
No, thanks. I don't want to get yelled at by Nico.
He said, oh, no thanks. I don't want to get yelled at by Nido. Why? Because my arms don't work. Is that what she said? No BJ for Exceed. What do you mean your arms don't? What happened? I missed something. Was she getting into you because I was making it for you? So I'm undecided with my hair what I do. I just think it looks really stripy. And I like that it's lighter, but I don't know if the color will kind of like fade a bit and it will go, it's like really dark and then really light. So I don't know if I like it. Because it was so warm, yeah, I don't know. It's just so stripy. It looks... Love You Exceed. He asked you to make him a coffee one day, and I asked him if his arms are broken. Hello, Choo-Choo. So you really don't want a coffee? He said, no, it's good. Well, I'm going to have a chunk of caffeine. We maybe make a mocha. What do you think, guys? Mocha? Okay. Try it bubblegum pink. Yeah. So this is the photo that I gave her. This is the inspo. This is the inspo, okay? This is the inspo ideas. Like that. Like that. That was the inspo. Yes, like that. 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 That was the inspo. So she said that it will get lighter, like with time, as I wash it. The dark bits will go lighter. Doesn't look like you have enough highlights. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna. I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. So, because my hair is so dark, she had to like do it like the root color to kind of match my natural color, and I think it's a bit darker than my natural color. And we went cooler. I don't know. I'm just not really a person that cares about my hair very much, but I wanted, like, I do like that it's lighter. Feels less strappy once it grows out a bit. Yes, that's what she said. And like it'll kind of like blend. So we'll see. Are you going? Oh, I love you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
He's going to get the thing, the snack box. He's the best. Okay. Oh, you can't see Chess's little jacket. Look. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He'll be back soon. Where is he? Where's your papa? Cadê papa? Papa, cadê papa? I don't have anyone else to speak Portuguese to, so I speak to the dogs. All right. So let's make a mocha. Okay. Frost the milk. Crack this in. Oh, I don't think I've got enough in. Where is he? Where is he? He'll be back. He'll be back. That in there. I'm gonna have this cup. So I have these Chococino powder. Yeah, so the first time I went blonde, the first time it went really stripy, and then the second time it went more natural, like she added more in, like more color. And like the first time it was like rose gold because of like the way that she like stripping the color. So we'll just play it by ear. I don't hate it. As long as it doesn't look terrible. Okay.
Pet the dog!
Pet the dog! Hey. Where's the treats? Where's the treats at for you? Come on. Oh yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to do the bit alerts, but I've got to involve Exceed because I think it has to run through vMix. Here. Can you see? Can you see him? I don't know if you guys can. I don't think they can see you. Rumi! Oh, I have to feed you around there. That's it. Dishwasher's done. Oh, look. Messy cupboards. This is my apron drawer. It's like the Wiggles drawer of like shirts. So these are where Exceed puts all my aprons. He does all the washing. And then I've got all my apron choices. This is the most annoying things about aprons. Is the scraps. Look at me. Look at me. Cute little socks. Okay. They're not Crocs. They're calzuros. Okay. So, into here. So I got this. What do you think about this? Or we put proper chocolate. What do you think? Do you wash them in a garment bag? Or sometimes if there's a lot of them, they tangle. And Exceed just will take them apart. Usually I use like he does the washing every day, every 2 days. So usually a day. So it's only like one apron at a time. But when I do cooking classes, there'll be like 10 aprons and then they get tangled. And he curses my name. Okay. So I think we'll do some of this and then a little bit of chocolate as well. You want this? You're a chocolate dog. Oh, that's not for you. All right. So this is a Vittoria Chocochino drinking chocolate. Okay. So it is milk solids, non-fat. Cocoa powder, 15%, thickener, salt, flavours, sugar. Okay, a little bit of this in there. Like that, and then I'm going to grab. Guys, if you go to Aldi, you got to get on the Aldi chocolate train. This is really good chocolate, the Choco, and their hazelnut chocolate is really good. Hazelnut milk chocolate. So this is made in Belgium, I think. European chocolate. So it's registered. It's the part of the Rainforest Alliance. Made in Germany, German chocolate. It's really nice packaging. It's cute little, and it's made by like a really big company that makes chocolate. Look how pretty that looks. It's like a perfect chocolate bar. So we're gonna make one of these up. Yum. Hazelnut wafer, okay. It is. Choco. Is that how you pronounce it? Choco. It's really nice. Like that. We'll go 2.5 bars. And 2.5 blocks, not bars. Just like that. You recognize the bar shape. So milk and dark, they work out to be $1.90 per 100 grams. So really cost effective. The 200 gram bars. So in my brownie, the recipe on the website for brownies, you use half of block each. I love the most coffee and cream and almond and salt. I didn't know. I haven't tried either of them. I like hazelnut. That's my favorite type of chocolate. Hazelnut chocolate. Or almonds. Almonds. It's good too, definitely. 20 types. All right, I'll have to go and check them all out. But yeah, if you're looking for a good cooking chocolate, but eating chocolate, it's really cost effective. So check it out. Okay. Oh, Molly, my friend had her little, she's been hooked on Clarkson's Farm, and because she was on gas, when her son came out, all she could think about was how a cow must feel when having a calf. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so excited for her. Did she know it was going to be a boy? Has she decided on a name? Is she going to call it Alicia? Alicio? Aliso? Alessandro? Yum. Please. And what adding now? Milk. It's not really frothy anymore. Oh, I love Noah. My cousin's middle name is Noah, and I've thought about more girls' names than boys' names, but I wasn't sure if it would be weird if we have a boy to name it my cousin's middle name. I really love the name Noah. Yeah, so her first child is literally being born and she thinks about Clarkson's Farm. This is something I would do, yeah. I'm hoping that it went well and she's not too sore. How exciting. What day did she have it? Are they home yet? I think that sheep and cows have it better than women, to be honest. They seem to get up and walk around and they'd be fine straight after. I think it feels a bit more, 4 hours labour, that's in a 3rd degree death, shit. That's a pretty quick labour, 4 hours is pretty quick, but a 3rd degree tear, I feel for her. Damn. 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 You can't have any chocolate or coffee. I'm just talking to my invisible friend down here. Crosses legs. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, yeah. All the things that you should be having in the morning. Sugar, chocolate, It's a Friday, who cares? She didn't watch the season with the pigs. Oh, yes, Seedith, yes. Yep. But guys, if you haven't watched Clarkson's Farm, go and watch it. The recommendations, okay, if we're going to have a little bit of recommendation time from me. Okay, Severance, Silo, Clarkson's Farm, Wrexham, Ted Lasso. I'm on The Good Wife again, but let me know your recommendations. I think everyone should watch Severance and Silo. Apple TV throw out some bangers. Really, they do. Some really good shows coming out. Like, it's more quality than quantity compared to Netflix. Netflix has been putting up shit sometimes, and even Amazon. But I think besides the Alien, like, split personality one from Apple, they've all been pretty bangers. They're more curated content, I would say. So get Apple TV, or somehow watch Severance and Silo. Really good, Silo. If you like the Rebecca, what is her name? From June. What is Rebecca Ferguson? She's in June. She's also in Silo. Really good actress. And that's me getting off my soapbox, and we're getting back into cooking. So the things you'll need for making sausage rolls are pastry. So we use puff pastry. A lot of people don't realise that Australia, unless you buy puff pastry that is like the bougie brand, or it says specifically butter puff, it's usually white in colour and it contains vegetable oils rather than butter. So I think sometimes they can be vegetarian, if not vegan. Let me have a look. Like, so this Borg's, so this Borg's one here is vegan. It's certified vegan, trans fat free, healthier choice, but it is suitable for vegans because they use wheat flour, water, margarine, palm oil. Okay, so just FYI, if you want something richer and better quality, make your own, or buy something that is butter puff, and it should have like a yellow tinge to it. In Australia, regular puff that's from the grocery store is doesn't have butter, unfortunately. But so we're going to do this. We're going to do two versions. So one is going to be Impossible, the other one is going to be beef. So we're going to see if Exceed can tell the difference. I don't think I could be vegan purely because of butter, half and half. For me, butter and eggs. Yeah, and milk are probably the three things that I couldn't do without. Moo moo milk for coffee or tea. I can do oat milk in coffee, but I prefer moo moo milk in tea. Cheese, eggs. Like, I don't think baked goods are any good without eggs, and butter is just. I could be vegetarian. It would be hard. I do like meat, but I could be vegetarian, and Exceed would be vegetarian easily. He would go without cow's milk. He doesn't. We have tried vegetarian, like vegan cheese, and it's okay depending on the variety. I think he could be vegetarian. He does like eggs on toast. It isn't that bad. You know, heaps of cauliflower, Impossible meat, Exceed likes, or we both like. What else? I have this I don't know what the word is called. Nita, what is that stuff you sent me? TVP, textured vegetable protein, I think it's called. We have some of that. I wasn't sure if I could put some of that in today's pasta. Yeah. But I think there's heaps of substitutions you can make to go vegetarian, and gluten-free as well. The thing we learned with gluten-free food to make substitutions is gluten-free food, to make it good, isn't healthy. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, they think that going gluten-free is healthier because it's for your gut and things, but the substitutions that you need to make, like, they're full of like the starches, and to get the right textures to make, you know, like our pastas, and from the cookbook we followed for that the whole month, is there's way more calories in gluten-free food than non-gluten food, with regular gluten food. Yeah. I love my gluten, my gut can deal with it. Okay, so the things we're gonna do is we're gonna make beef and cheese sausage rolls. So we're going to start with a base of onion, tomato paste, some breadcrumbs. I'm not sure if we should do egg, taking suggestions on that. We'll add some seasoning. Then we're gonna do 2 different versions, beef and Impossible. And then we're gonna roll them up, bake them, and see how they taste. So we're basically doing the exact same thing, and one with beef, one with Impossible, to see if we can taste the difference. Difference in texture, difference in taste. Okay, what I might do is start with this and then we split that in separately. So we're gonna get with some cheese. I bought a block of cheese, there it is. Tomato paste, we're gonna add some flavor. Okay. I add a bit of panko breadcrumbs. Why do you think that would be? Why would we add, the same as meatballs, why are we adding a bit of panko? Panko. For texture, yeah. Also, there's one other thing. I just realized I don't have a printout of the Christmas ebook. Pretty sure there's a sausage roll recipe in absorption. Moisture. I'm off screen. It is for moisture. So what will happen is any excess fat, moisture from the meat or the cheese will be absorbed. What's that? Hey, Nita, thank you for gifting. Push that welcome in. Come on in. Nita has given you ad-free viewing and perks of being a sub for a month. Thanks, Nito. 24th gift sub. Damn. Okay. So yeah, we had some issues. If you have meat that isn't as lean, it's high fat content, like 20%, 20-80 beef. So it's 80% meat, 20% fat. What happens when the meat cooks? It releases its juice, but it also releases the fat. It renders down. So where does that meat go? Where does that fat go? Either gets absorbed into pastry and our pastry goes soggy, or it leaks onto the tray and the juices kind of burn, and then the meat loses its flavor and it goes really dry. So if we add a little bit of a panko or like a bit of a breadcrumb, the moisture stays within the sausage roll. It gets absorbed, so then the pastry stays crispy, and when you bite into the sausage roll, it's nice and moist and it's nice and flavorful. Okay. Morning, Liz. Evening for you. We're just trying to log in and find this recipe from Very Molly Christmas. If you've made sausage rolls before, what do you add into them? What is your go-to? Do you add egg? Do you add breadcrumbs? Do you add seasonings? What's your go-to? A Very Molly Christmas. Here we go. Never had a sausage roll. Damn. Gonna blow your mind. You got puff pastry in the supermarket. You've got meat, beef. There is a recipe on my website for pork and apple with fennel. That's really good. And then in A Very Molly Christmas, which is on, it's the price has been reduced. It's 19 Australian dollars. Hey Google, what is 19 Australian dollars in US dollars? It's like 15 bucks.
19 Australian dollars is approximately 12 United States dollars and
12
59
bucks.
cents.
Pick up the ebook. It's full of Christmas and summer recipes. 12 US dollars, guys. Amazing. Just downloading. Okay. So we're gonna grate some cheese with my grater. It's not here. Sorry, I just had to cough. Cheese. A little bit more. They are so good. Sausage rolls are like a bougie version of like a pigs in a blanket, a leveled up version. They have crispy pastry filled with like a meat, nice moist meat. Kind of like a lot of people use a little bit of ketchup to give like, or tomato paste, Italian seasonings, and then you dip it, once it's baked, you dip it into ketchup. Because he likes to dip them in mustard, but he likes to dip anything in mustard. I think they're in Canada and my boyfriend likes them. I'll ask him. You can make them yourself. Try it out. Okay, so tomato paste. So tomato paste is made from the skins, usually the skins of tomatoes, and it's like the byproduct of making ketchup and things like that. It's it's really concentrated flavour. It's really great for adding into stews to give a really like a burst of tomato flavour into your dishes. You would use this in accompaniment to like crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes, like a can of them when you're making the pasta, which we're going to use later. So about, oh my gosh, it's on my thumb. It's really intense tomato ketchup, but not very sweet, more acidic. So about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, like that. Some people use ketchup instead. Tomato sauce, we call it. A bit of salt, like that. Let me just... There's a recipe in Very Molly Christmas. I'm just checking. Whoop. Okay. I think Exceed's home. Just trying to find. So in A Very Molly Christmas, even though it's Christmas recipes, it's summer recipes as well, because Christmas for us in Australia is summer. So it's a perfect opportunity for you guys in North America to grab it for 12 bucks, because there's recipes like prawn cocktail, pull apart bread, things that are great for entertaining in summer. The prawn and avocado cocktail, or the shrimp and avocado cocktail, is amazing. Simple And then the sausage rolls are in there. There is tomato and feta bruschetta. Yeah, here we go. Sausage rolls. Ugh. So, this is what, see if I can zoom out. There we go, sausage rolls. Can you really see? Whoop. Yum, so pastry, very, very yummy. And then in here as well, you've got croissants, ham and cheese croissants. Then you've got tomato bruschetta. Pull apart bread, I can tell you, oh, it's coming. This recipe is probably, Nito, is this your favorite from the cookbook? Or this here? These are prawn or shrimp and avocado cocktails. Very popular. My mum made these for Christmas Day. Just loading. You've got Biscoff. Biscoff tiramisu, pistachio tiramisu. Dutch apple pie with custard. There's heaps of recipes and there's cocktails as well. Anyway, we're going to be making sausage rolls. So, it's good that I don't have to recreate a recipe because it's already here. All right, so we need, I sometimes add carrot and that's what's in this recipe, but I'm not going to add that today. So we want about 500 grams. Here I've got, I think it's about 350 grams each of 400 grams, 340. So it's roughly the same. So just a slightly smaller portion. This Sunday is this Father's Day. That's so interesting. So in Australia, our Father's Day is, Father's Day is in September for us. It's wild that multiple countries are different, but then our Mother's Day is the same. You called your boyfriend and he said he effing loves him. Called him to ask her like it. Okay. It's Poland next Sunday. So this Sunday in 2 days is in the US Father's Day. Poland, it's 2 Sundays away. And then ours is September. Germany was the 29th of May. Wow, crazy. Okay, so we're gonna get an onion. He's been away for a while. On-screen celebration. I don't know what that is. What is that? Not sure what this is. We haven't set anything up. I don't know what that is. And this is the new bit things. It has emotes on screen. I don't get to see it. That's unfair. Hold on, let me see. Let me open up Twitch. No fair. Hey. Do it again. 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 Yeah, see, on this chat, you're around your. Oi! Okay, so for those who can't see it, this is what's happening on Twitch. There's like emotes. But I can't see that. That's so cool. Oh, look at that. What does this one do? That is just, and see, your chat comes up like that. That's how it comes up in chat. Yeah, because it seems to be only for you guys. Like it doesn't. I suppose if a streamer is watching OBS, maybe, I don't know, like watching their own stream, because there's no way for me to see it unless I open Twitch. Oh, and the chatter can't see it either. That's a bit annoying. It is a new feature. I think it came out in the last few days. So we'll wait to see what they do and change. But I'm glad that it's something cool for you guys. It's like a secret from you. You pay for it, but you can't see it. Okay. We need a knife. So we need, now I'm looking at myself. I just prefer my hair up. Good morning. Guten Tag. Okay, that's better. Debug Squad, thank you for your boosting the Discord, and thank you for your comment on the website. Big comment, very much appreciated. How's things been? Beep beep. Dr. Plastic, Mr. Fantastic. How you doing? Okay, this is using regular cheese, but Parmesan can also be used. We're gonna add some breadcrumbs, 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Like that. I need to chop the onion, but I don't have a knife yet. 1 egg. I'm gonna turn the oven on. Guys, where is Exceed? He's like going to go and buy the things to go in the snack pack. Just gonna go and pick it up from the warehouse in the East Coast. Where's he been? Okay, we need whole grain mustard. You're just joining us, we're making sausage rolls. Things are doing, if you want to talk about it, or if you on stream, let me, or if you want to message me, give me an update. I hope you're doing all right. Mustard, whole grain mustard. Hey Google, add whole grain mustard to my shopping list.
I can only do that once I verify your voice. Try going to Assistant Settings, then checking your
Hey
voice
Google.
match settings.
Hey Google, add whole grain mustard to my shopping list.
All right, I added whole grain mustard to
I
the
just
list called
speak
shopping.
different sometimes. Okay. Push sale, you can't, try as you might. So a little trick, I'll show you. I need to crack another one, so I'll show you. This is Australian mustard, really good. Big fan. If anyone wants hot English mustard, I have 2 different varieties of jars. We did a mustard stream It's my husband's favourite ingredient, but hot mustard is disgusting. If you guys like it, all power to ya, but I don't know how you do it. It's so spicy. It's like eating a horseradish. I'm your favourite Molly. That's pretty cool. How you doing, Carrylicious? Cheers. Okay, so with the egg, you want to crack a flat surface like this. And what you want to do is you want to push your fingers in and spread outwards like that. Exceed time. So you want to press. I'll see if I can do it in slow motion, but it's hard. So you want to push in like this and just crack, spread your fingers apart, and it will kind of spread itself out. So you kind of push your fingers in and spread outwards like that. Make sense? So crack, hold this thumb, this finger is like holding onto the egg. These two fingers are going in, pressing into the egg, and they're kind of, you kind of use them to kind of push into the shell and separate the shell from the inside outwards, like that. That is how you do it. That's how I do it. All right. The man is home. Chester is very anxious. Bom dia.
How we doing?
Good. How'd you go?
They were going to send it back today.
Oh,
Oh, lucky.
lucky. All right, let's see what country it is.
Scratch the address.
Okay. He's going to scratch the address. Do you want the pen? Chester was very excited for you to be home. He's wagging his little tail. The spoon trick is still the goat for eggs. Hold on, is music on? There we go. The goat for eggs, other people will eat, but if it ends just you, then you can apparently make a hole in both ends of the shell and blow that. Hold on. Oh, you mean like peeling eggs, the peeling egg trick. You want a pen, sorry? Oh, I'm gone tonight. Cold left message. Wow. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a whiteboard marker though. Doesn't matter.
Then why? What?
Where'd you get it from?
The bench.
Oh, that's for Mario. What country do you think?
What was the last one?
The last one was Colombia.
Colombia.
Colombia. I would Japan. I want it to be Japan.
No, I want like a I don't know what you call that region. East Europe.
Yeah, that would be good. Yep. Eastern Europe, like Russia. Or not Russia. We don't like Russia. Ukraine or Poland. Thanks.
Merry Christmas.
Great work. Very, very much appreciate you.
Pick the busiest time of the day.
Yeah, you did pick a busy time. All right. Okay, are we going to take guesses for country? This is a snack box. Have we got one more after this?
Jenna.
He doesn't know.
I think so.
We think one more. So we've had in the past Malaysia, New Zealand. Do you want to put them in the oven?
Don't age very well.
They don't. Pretzels don't age very well. Do you want me to put it in the oven? So we've had New Zealand, Malaysia, Colombia. I feel like there was one more. The last one was Colombia. Before that was New Zealand. The first one was Malaysia. We're missing one. Yeah, so this has to be the...
No, you got America.
Oh, in America. Yeah, we got the USA. So this is the fifth. We should have one more after this. It'll be from Australia. I hope not. I think it's an Australian company. What do you think, guys? So you want Eastern European? Anne says Canada. Canada would be pretty cool. But I don't know what Canada has. Africa would be cool. South Africa or somewhere like a different part of an African country would be cool. Yeah, I like that. More suggestions, keep them coming. I think parts of Asia would be cool. Philippines. Antamina, are there cool Filipino treats? Spain. I've been rooting for a Nordic country. Poland, Philippines represent. Are you ready? Are you kidding? Yes, ma'am. My mum just got back from the Philippines today. Oh, fantastic. Is it Australia? It isn't Australia. If it's not Australia, what else do you think it could be for me to be disappointed? I was really disappointed when it was New Zealand. It's already been New Zealand. We've already had the US. No, it's not. UK. But it could be impressive. It could have, hey buddy, hi. It could have things that I haven't tried before. So we've got prawn cocktail chippies, a whole packet of Jammy Dodgers. Wow. I have heard of these, have never had them. Bacon flavored fries. Guys, I think I'm okay with this. I have had Vimto before. So Vimto, I'm pretty sure it's like grape, I'm pretty sure, is it grape soda? I feel like I've had this. Chester will take anything. Then we've got Refreshers, never heard of this. Lemon flavored. A double decker. Cadbury is from the UK, so this will be good. A double decker bar. Never heard of this. Made in the UK. Hey Google, what is a double decker chocolate bar?
According to Wikipedia, Double Decker is a British brand of chocolate bar currently manufactured by Cadbury. First introduced in the UK in 1976, its name derives from the well-known double-decker bus, with the buses themselves sometimes appearing in advertisements for the product. It is a mixture of milk chocolate, nougat, and crisp, crunchy cereal.
Ooh, okay. I think I like that. Fruit pastels, we have these in Australia. Not these, like a little bit different. And then a Lion bar. Hey Google, what is a Lion chocolate bar? This reminds me of a picnic bar.
According to Wikipedia, Lion is a brand of chocolate bar currently owned and manufactured by Nestlé. The brand was originally introduced by British company Rowntree's in 1976. It consists of a filled wafer with caramel and cereals covered in milk chocolate.
And this, so this is, if I think of it, so it's like a lollipop that you dip into sherbet. We had these as kids, but not this brand. It's like a lollipop, like a sucker, I think. And you dip it in sherbet. This is, I think this is impressive. I was put down, like I was shocked and annoyed, but I think it's gonna be really good. Let's make the sausage rolls first and then we'll get into it. You wanna go outside? You know you have this thing called a dog door, but don't worry, I'll open the door for you. There you go. It's so cold out there. Okay. What do you think? Have you had any of these? The only sherbet I know is the frozen confection. So sherbet in Australia or in the UK. Hey Google, what is Australian sherbet? It's kind of like sugar, but it's like citric acid. Like it's like sour but sweet. You've had all of them, of course. Do you any recommend the Milk Squad? Okay, let me Google.
On the website dailymail.co.uk, they say Australian sherbet is a mixture of citric acid and powdered sugar that is available in straws. It is a tingly dessert most commonly found at corner stores and in various show bags. However, American sherbet is a frozen dessert made with fruit juice and cream, which is similar to ice cream but contains less dairy.
So sherbet is, we have this thing called a Whiz Fizz. Thank you for your order. Sorry, my voice goes really high. Thank you for your order. A Very Molly Christmas and First Things First ebooks. Thank you for your order. Heck yeah. Nice. 16.43 Canadian and 18.26 Canadian. That's what it costs to get the ebooks. I reduced the price to make it more cost effective for you guys. Enjoy. Thank you for your order. Yes, a sherbet. Hey Google, what is Whiz Fizz?
According to Wikipedia, Whiz Fizz is an Australian brand of sherbet manufactured by Fair Foods Australia Thai Limited. Whiz Fizz is available in 12.5 gram paper sachets in the form of a very fine powder, and it is most commonly sold at convenience stores and supermarkets.
You've got mail.
Thank you. I didn't want to out you, Dan. And I didn't want to out you until you said something. I did see it was your name. Thank you for your order. I hope you love that. Can't wait to see what you make. I believe. Okay. So into here, mixing. We've got a chopped onion. I would definitely enjoy, and also my boyfriend's family will benefit. Yes. Please feel free to share. Tag me on social media when you make the recipes. Makes me really happy. Okay. My eyes. Okay, so we've done onion, breadcrumbs, cheese, egg, tomato sauce. We need a mustard. We need Worcestershire sauce. Excuse me. Worcestershire. Just give it a shake. Like that. Okay. Salt and pepper. I added pepper and salt already. There we go. I'm going to put some gloves on because we're going to have to mix this and then incorporate the meat. You guys got anything planned for the weekend coming up? Anyone doing anything exciting? So it's Father's Day for some of you. Worcestershire on eggs. I've never had that. All right, so you just want to make sure this is kind of like equally combined. Probably could have chopped up the onion a bit finer. Got a long weekend for my birthday. Nice. What do you got planned for the birthday? Please don't don't burp too much. Don't get too much gas on your birthday. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you eat, the more you toot, the more you toot, the better you feel. Okay. So, roughly the same. Oh God, my eyes. Caramelized balsamic vinegar on eggs. Ooh. With tomato and, oh my God, my eyes are... Oh my God, guys. Dogs going to kennels and Mrs. and I going to Roto Vegas. Okay. So what do you do up there? Where are your goggles? I know I should have. So these are the same bowl, so relatively similar. They should be the same. 1.160, 1.119. Tiny bit off. There we go. Nice. Happy early birthday. So what do you do in Roto Vegas? Eat, drink, be merry. Okay, beef. Gonna walk on a volcano. Please be careful. The last volcano that I heard about people walking on in New Zealand didn't end very well. So be careful, please. Please just make sure it's not active. Good golly. Yeah, this song is, please don't let this girl or guy be on fire. Probably have a hoon on the luge, eat some nice food, soak in hot pools, basically chill. We won't be really chill in the hot pool, but enjoy yourself. Go for a hoon. You might need to explain to people what hooning means. Off tomorrow, Friday, and want to just sleep and just probably should focus on cleaning, and then work Saturday, short shift, and then Father's Day on Sunday. I think we're hosting his folks in the evening. Okay? Nice. An extinct volcano. I don't know. The rest of the volcanoes died off of their type. All his family members died of this volcano, and he's the only one left. It's a bit sad. Okay. I'll be chill in the hot pool if I drink a cold beverage while I'm there. Nice. I'm surprised that no one has said watching, binging, what's it called? Bridgerton. Scolding yourself is for tourists. Us Kiwis know what we're doing. You just like the suntan. All right. Okay, so then this is the impossible meat. I need some scissors. See if we can do this with left hand. Make sure you only sit in the approved hot pools. Don't do what people do in Yellowstone. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Well, if something is like not clear and it's bubbling and it smells like rotten eggs, I don't think you should be going near it, or let alone putting your body in it. I've seen the pools at Yellowstone. They're like yellow and like multicolored, and they stink, don't they? Oh, speaking of stink. Oh, I don't think this impossible meat's good. It's... Oh, oh my God. I was wondering why the package had blown up a little bit, like it was vacuum packed and it's like got air in it. Oh. Oh. God. So I don't know. I'm just trying to. So this, I think it was my fault. I think I left it in the fridge before I froze it for like a little bit too long. I don't know. It was maybe there like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Regular sausage rolls it is then. God damn it. I thought you could freeze it. You can freeze it for like up to a year or something. But I think maybe I just kept it. Oh, refrigerator for up to 21. What the fuck? In the refrigerator for up to 21 days. Keep refrigerated or frozen. Use the TVP. Okay.
You've got mail.
Exceed's gonna be really annoyed at me. Like that was like $13. And he's gonna be annoyed that I wasted it. Or I don't think I did anything wrong. Like that was in the fridge for maybe I bought it. No one tell him, he'll know because he was excited about it. We'll just pretend this is impossible. Okay. I hate food wastage. I feel annoyed. Okay, so how the f do you use this? Add approximately 1 cup of boiling water. Hey Google, turn on Alexa. Cover with a tea towel and allow to steam for 5 minutes. I bought some meat last week, didn't notice till I got home. Best before date was 3 days before I bought. No way. Better throw something out. Of course, yeah. But that says like you can put it in the fridge for up to 21 days. I reckon, I don't know, it doesn't have a date on it. But because I don't think it sells, I don't know if it's like sells very well. And is it like, if it's best before date, is it 21 days after that if you keep it in the fridge? Oh, it's in the bin now, so we can't have it, but I'll get him to smell it. Fresh butchered vac pack meat can last longer than 21 days. No, but this is impossible. This is like fake meat. Okay. So this is double in size. So I might do a cup and a half to get like 3 cups. Is that how it works? Man, I'm so annoyed. Yeah, it rehydrates, but when it rehydrates, does it double in size? I'm just trying to figure out how much quantity I need. Half. 1. Let's go with 1.5 cups. Oh, definitely. Oh God. Oh God. I just pressed the bag and like the fume, like the small, really fine powder just went in my eyes. I'm gonna turn into a vegetable protein. Oh God. Okay. And we're gonna use mushroom powder instead with the stock powder. This is the best brand. And maybe you'll get Luckily and carrot protein. Good for your eyes, right? Thalako, thank you for the resub. Thank you for joining the community. All right, we're gonna use that. I don't get to catch many of your streams, but thank you for doing your stream and doing it in the way you do. Always wanted to an interactive cooking show and nobody else ever comes to us. Thank you. You scratch that itch nicely. I'll scratch your itch any day. That's very sweet. Thank you. Just check DoorDash. Unfortunately, Impossible isn't available for Coles delivery. Okay. So it's 1 for 1, isn't it? 1. Mint soup. Oh gosh. It smells like cuppa soup. Oh, interesting. I meant to just put a cover on it. You may need to bind it once hydrated. What do you mean by that? You want me to tie it up? I don't know if TVP likes to be tied up. He doesn't like to be held down, you know? Holy shit. Holy shit, Neato. This with mushroom. Oh my God. It has the texture of mince. The way you said that made you sound scared of the meat. I am scared of this. I've never had this in my life. Give it a few drinks and it will. Wow. It's got the texture of like chewy meat. It still hasn't hydrated properly. But honestly, this mushroom powder is amazing. This is so good. So for those that, I get a lot of questions all the time about stock powder that I use. This is mushroom stock powder. It's just from the Asian grocer. This is the beef stock powder that I buy. They're both from Korea, from my understanding. And then the chicken stock powder that I buy is from Lee Kum Kee. It's made in the USA, actually, even though it's Chinese. Chicken bouillon powder. So these are the key to ultimate flavor. Adding mushroom powder, if you're vegetarian, beef or chicken, adds amazing flavor. Like, so I don't make a lot of stock because I don't have the place to store it. And I always recommend adding, when you're cooking rice, adding water, adding stock powder instead of adding stock, because it's, you know, this will make liters and liters and liters of stock, and really good quality. Umami, MSG, salt, really beautiful flavor. Chinese product made in the US, weird reversal, right? Right? That's what I think. Chinese made in the US, shipped to Australia. Yeah, baby. Salt, maltodextrin, flavor enhancer 621, 631, 627. Ingredients derived from chicken. Chicken meat powder, chicken fat, flavorings, yeast. Yes. Whoa! A big chubby. I love that. So good. So if you want links or things to these, let me know, of products that I recommend. Kewpie. There's a few things that I'm like brand specific on and that I don't ever really change very much. Stock is one of them. Soy, I prefer Chinese soy compared to Japanese soy. Has like for me personally, has like a bit of a deeper, like a less salty flavor. So I use Lee Kum Kee, or Silver. The one that I'm using at the moment, which I use dark soy and light soy, is Pearl River Bridge. Then I use the same black vinegar. I only buy one brand of black vinegar. Is that beef you're stirring? Maybe. Yeah, so the issue with this, it's kind of like, I know what you mean by it needs a binder. Because this has, wow. I think Exceed's gonna really love this. In like a bolognese or something. Wow. Neato, I'm so impressed with that. This is TVP, textured vegetable protein. The problem is that this is like the texture of cooked meat, and so it's going to be like crumbly if I put it in here. Would you ever doubt me? I wouldn't. I said to Exceed last night, like I was a bit worried about the pasta. He was like, but you know Nido. And I was like, yeah, I do. When you get a bit OTT about it and have Japanese, Korean and Chinese soy and use one in each recipe, in the recipes for those nations, damn. Okay. So I think I need to add more egg. Wow. Another egg. Cup of soaked TVP in a mini chopper and see if blending it binds. Yeah. It's a good idea. Similar to how you'd make fish cake or a prawn dumpling. I'm gonna add another egg. In your brand, they're available over here. I haven't had TVP in years. The brand that she sent me was Nature First Premium. If anyone's familiar with that. Okay. If I recommend one appliance to you, it's probably an immersion blender that has a removable top that can be an immersion blender, but then also a mini chopper like this. It's fantastic. Okay. So, A, B, always be TVPing, yeah. Yep. Why isn't it sitting? There we go. Oh, it's not even plugged in. I'm like, why isn't it turning on? What makes you doubt the pasta? The coconut milk, I think. I think the coconut milk threw me a bit. But I'm interested. Okay. Can't really see this. You disconnected at the bottom. Ooh, interesting. Doesn't blend it too much, but it does a better texture. I do like how it chops up the onion more. Where's that spoon? Oops, I shook it a bit. Come on. I shook it and I turned so it came undone. Thought it was gonna like cut me, but it didn't, it's fine. Okay. Sorry to scare everybody. Okay. We need some more ketchup. Oh. I'm going to add some oregano and some parsley. P, element of P. Oh, you could use fresh, but I can't bother chopping it. Turbulence. Okay. Let's go. Oh, my drink's gone cold. Are you guys excited? And once these in the oven, then we can eat the snacks. So you see the texture has changed. It's like softer. The smell is a bit different, but I don't think it's enough to know. But I just worry that when it bakes, it's going to bake like that, and it's going to be like not a nice texture. Yeah, but sausage mince then bakes firm, right? That's my worry. It's just turbulence. Could have blended this one too, but should I blend this one too? Probably. Let's do that. I'm gonna blend both because then they're similar. And then should I add another egg? I still want it to be like a paste when it cooks. Well, Crab Rave, it didn't play. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, okay. We'll get the mods to refund you. It doesn't like the shaking. That'll look good. That's fine. It may be wrong, but I think that the sausagey texture comes from working it to align the protein strands. So hopefully bake, yeah? True? Okay, still got some texture. This. Okay, so what you want to do, grab yourself, let's wipe the bench first. It doesn't like the shaking, continue to shake. Yeah. The thing about this kitchen is you have to be able to deal with me. I don't have to be able to put up with the appliances. They need to be able to be molly proof, you know? I am the enemy that they need to, hold on. All right. Okay. Are you ready? So, we want to divide this in half. What? That's not half. I'm not sure they advertise molly proof on the package. So what you want to do is, we'll do beef first. If you want to test how it's going to cook up, you can pan fry it, a little bit of the mixture. We're just going to add this little bit of this. There we go. Okay. Like that. Oh, yeah, there's cheese in there. I was like, have we added cheese? Yeah, there's cheese in there. All right, so what you want to do is kind of push this and sandwich it down, and I kind of try and make sure the shape is right. And so what you do is, because this has got a plastic coating, you can see when you spread it out if there's enough room to make the edges meet, like that. And then you peel this side back. And what you might need to do is, if it needs it, it's not fully meeting, you can stretch this side over a bit more and then pinch it down. That makes sense? We need tray. They advertise things as Thalicos proof, but it's worded really funny, usually with the dollar, a random number, and followed by a bunch of zeros. Expensive? Or I like it. Okay. I'm on the search for some new, I think I'm going to see if I can buy them this weekend, baking trays. I really love these. I love how big they are. I don't love how they're harder to clean. You can't put them in the dishwasher, but they're really good. Okay. Lemongrass chili chicken. Ooh. Can you use a piping bag? You can if you want to, definitely. Sorry, you can use a piping bag. Works well. But then it's just like a little bit of too much handling. But yes, definitely, I agree. How's bells? Okay, so want to switch this over here. Like that, and we'll cut them in half in a minute. We'll cut them into pieces, so we can go here. That. This one I cut on an angle, so this one's a bit bigger than the other one. So like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, peel this off. Something making weird noises outside. Is Jay gone outside again? I've never used TVP for sausage rolls. I'm interested how this turns out. Yeah, me too. Okay, like that. And you want, so these don't open up. You want to make sure that this seam is all like seam side down, so the weight will then prevent it from opening up. Okay. We should be able to make 2 more beef. So using the recipe in the Very Molly Christmas, this recipe is in our ebook. It's 19 Australian dollars, 12 US dollars, 16 and a half Canadian dollars. You get this recipe and so many more, like 30 more. Okay, these are a bit thinner. Like that. You just want to make sure that there's no like air bubbles. It's nice and firm when you roll it. Like that. Lyra's the more. How is she doing, by the way? I was thinking of her a few days ago. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two rolls of with this TVP mix, and if it doesn't work, then I'll use this mixture to make like a bolognese, because if it doesn't firm up and it's no good, there's no point. Like it will make an unenjoyable product. So I'll just test it by making, 2, and then if it goes well, I can use the rest. But I don't want to waste the pastry. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, the texture's very different. Did anyone answer my question? Who is interested in Bridgerton? I just know it's come out yesterday. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if it's my. I think the first season was the best. But there's so much hype about it. Mainly because I followed Kate, our mod Kate, on Instagram, and Kate is hyped. There's quite a few people that I watch follow on Instagram who are excited about it. I love when people are into something and you get hyped about something because they're excited for it. But the thing is there is some, I don't get hyped about you guys enjoying that scary game. What's it called? You guys can keep that. Dead by Daylight. I'm not hyped about that because you're hyped about it. I don't understand it. But I am playing, when we hit our community goal, I am doing a whole stream. When we hit the community goal, we buy the pizza oven. I will do a Dead by Daylight stream. My boss gave me some tea that was Bridgerton themed. I was watching people play Dead by Daylight, but I don't like playing. You like watching? Well, Kerry, you can watch me scare the shit out of myself when we hit our community goal. You'll probably like it. We're gonna do like a heart rate monitor, but we're gonna get there first. I promise to do something that I hate, and it will be great viewing for you guys. I did like Queen Charlotte. That was really good. Annie streams Dead by Daylight. I don't know how you do it. So just got to be really gentle when kind of like compressing this, because it's going to spurt out the edges. The texture is just very different. Okay, I'm worried about cutting it, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so here, these four are beef, right? So what you want to do is just, you can saw through them. I'm going to, nice sharp knife. This. Make a sound. True in love, gotta get it down. Okay. So with these, I don't think it's gonna, we'll see. Oh, no, it's okay. Trying to make the most of the tray. Okay. Like that. We're going to add some egg wash.
Delicious.
Carrie?
Pizza Hypes. Oh.
Dude, thank you very much. Thank you. $90. God damn. Keza? Kizzy. Thank you very much. What does that take us to? What does that take us to? Are we over 1,000? Dude. Are we over 1,000? What are we at now? We'll just wait. Please hold while the mods update. $1,037. So we are, how much to go? Around 300? Dude. Oh my God, I'm so excited. How much we got to go? So as I said, anybody that gets involved, tipping, you keep me distracted while I stretch out my shoulder things. Oh, look at that! 1408 minus 1037. No, that's $11. That's not right. 1048. No, 1408 minus 1037. $371. $371 to go. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so exciting. Oh my God. Carrie. Sweet, sweet Carrie. So as I was saying, anybody that gets involved in tips will go on here, and every name will go into a drawer, and the possibility of you getting a brownie box. I'm gonna draw the name out of the hat, and we are gonna ship a brownie box, a Molly brownie box to wherever you are. I'm a little bit nervous, but a brownie box for whoever. So you gotta get involved, you gotta be in it to win it. Okay. Kerry, sweet,
Delicious.
sweet Kerry. $10! Anonymous! Thank you very much. Let's get the mooses in the chat, the mooses in the chat, the mooses in the chat. My hair's all funny. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, beautiful human. Anonymous. Thank you very much. Just needed to send $2 a time. So as soon as Beware updates it, send another one. Troll the modsies. Huffle, that was you? Let me update it. Huffle. Huffle, thank you for the $10. It all adds up. Thank you very much. International shipping sucks. I shipped a jar of peanut butter to Sweden. Oh my goodness. Whoa. They don't get American peanut butter in Sweden? So that means we are $360 something away. We should keep I'm gonna keep a tally. So what are we now? So it was 1408, I think. 1408 minus 1047. $361 away. 1408 minus 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, amazing. Thank you very much. $361. Wow. Everything adds up. So we're getting a pizza oven for stream, but we're also playing Dead by Daylight. We'll watch everyone on stream play Dead by Daylight. And I'll just be the girl screaming in the corner. I can't currently, but I will know. I am the person that, he just walks into a room sometimes and he makes no noise and scares the shit out of me and I'll scream. Like, I can be scared quite easily. I do not like suspense. Thank you, Huffle. Suspense movies or like horror movies. I can do okay with like thriller, but like you don't really love them. I don't like the feeling of adrenaline, like that. I'm gonna have to wear a heart monitor. I've got a heart rate monitor. Make sure the compressor is working on the mic before that stream. Oh yeah, don't worry, there'll be a noise gate, don't you worry. And an eye tracker. Do you think that's necessary? I find eye trackers really distracting. Okay, it's 10:19 and we're just finishing sausage rolls and we're gonna get into snacks. Okay, a bit of egg wash for some beautiful color. I think what I'll do is I'll put them on a Lazy Susan, put a blindfold on, spin it, and then taste them. Electric shock. You want to put electric shock collar on me? A bracelet. Every time she dies, she gets a shock. Oh my God. I didn't know there was bracelets. I didn't know that you can get dog collars when they bark. I thought like if I screamed, it would go off. Imagine when you were young. All right, there we go. So, to the vegetarian ones are just going to be sesame seeds. Okay. And then to the meat ones, you have to last 18 minutes. There's a horror game that if you make any sound above a whisper, you die. Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to do that. Is roasting the coffee? I totally forgot. You want to do it? Can someone Google how long it takes to roast coffee in an air fryer? I think it's like 20 minutes. Let's try it. Shall we make our own coffee today? I bought green beans. Thanks for reminding me. Sweet Anita. Oh my God. Her Tourette sabotaged her repeatedly. Oh my God, that poor thing. There we go. Into the oven. Let's have some snacks, shall we? Let's have some snacks. Okay. So, you get to choose what we're going to eat first. We should probably go savoury to sweet, though. And we've got prawn cocktail chips, crisps, jammy Dodgers, Vimto, fruit pastels, refresher, double decker, Lion Bar. There's only 2 savoury things. So we've got bacon flavoured fries and prawn cocktail flavoured fries. The site claims 5 to 10 minutes. We'll research further, thank you. And then we've got Dip Dab. So let's read some information about the United Kingdom. Okay, but while I do this, I'm gonna just get some ice to then make our beverage. We're gonna have Vimto. It's like non-alcoholic wine, right? It's like grape juice, from my understanding. I love me some grape juice. I like me some Holy Communion juice. It's my favourite thing about going to church with my grandma. Apparently lots of people think it's dib dab, not dip dab. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, it is soda. Ooh. It's clearer than I thought. I thought it'd be darker. Oh, went up my nose. Oh. It's like, it tastes like raspberry. I wouldn't say it's grape. It tastes like raspberry soda, and I don't like it. Refreshingly different, unmistakably Vimto. There is a raspberry on the can. There is, true. Carbonated water, sugar, mixed fruit juices from concentrate, grape, blackcurrant, raspberry. So kind of right. Vimto flavouring, citric acid, Vimto flavouring, including natural fruit extracts, herbs, barley, malt, and spices. Okay. Colouring, food, concentrates from carrot and hibiscus, natural flavouring, preservatives, potassium sorbate, sodium benzenate, antioxidant ascorbic acid, vitamin C, sweeteners, sucralose, and acesulfame. I don't know. This isn't wine at all. It's refreshingly different, unmistakably Vimto. I don't think I like it. It kind of tastes like Fanta, like the fruit Fanta, not the orange Fanta. It's not very good. Heck, I'll just drink hibiscus. Okay, so Vimto. Vimto is one of the fruity drink favourites of the Brits. This beloved, hold on, can't listen to the music again. This beloved soft drink is a blend of grapes, raspberries and blackcurrants infused with a secret mix of herbs and spices. That doesn't sound good. It just reminds me of KFC. A refreshingly taste of British summer since 1908. Okay, that's Vimto. Prawn cocktail by Walker's. Walker's is to the UK what Smith's is to Australia. Their most classic and popular crisp brand. We absolutely love this prawn cocktail flavour at Treat Crate HQ. We think it tastes like a mix of light and tangy and salt and vinegar. Keen. Doing some reading as much as I want it to happen today. I think we should postpone roasting until doing more reading. Some people are saying that the air fryers don't have enough ventilation and cause smoke for, okay. We could put them in the oven. Just like a regular oven, but okay. All right, so that's this. No, that's this one. Bacon Smith's fries. A staple in most pubs in the UK, Smith's fries are a tasty, not to be mistaken with Australian Smith's fries, packed with intense flavour. With bacon flavoured variety including in your crate, you'll be craving more after you finish for sure. We certainly were. Okay, that's this. And these are more like grain waves. They look like more grain waves than fries. Kind of like, I'll show you the texture, but they don't look like potato crisps. Double Decker, which is this bad boy, thick, very thick, with some good girth on it. Double Decker, the double layered. It's literally double dash lay dash erd. Double layered. Delight from the UK. The unique chocolate bar combines soft nougat with crispy cereal, all wrapped in a layer of chocolate milk. I think they mean milk chocolate. It's been a favourite among the Brits since its launch in 1976. This is a double decker. Fruit pastels, these. Rowntree is a British confectionery business based in York, England, and developed some of the most recognisable confectionery around today. The fruit pastels, a selection of chewy fruit candy, are particularly popular. Okay. The Lion Bar, this one here. Lion Bar, the UK's roaring chocolate sensation. This iconic chocolate bar is delicious mix of crunchy cereal, caramel, and milk chocolate, delivering a mighty flavour punch loved by Brits since its debut in 1976, dyslexia, is a true classic. 1976. Okay, Jammy Dodgers. I've heard of these, never had them. Jammy Dodger, the jam-filled biscuit treat from the UK, biscuit as in cookie, North Americans. These delightful biscuits, aka cookies, feature a sweet jam-filled sandwich between two shortbread cookies, creating a perfect balance of flavours and textures. Okay. The Dip Dab, a fizzy fun treat from the UK. They don't need to say from the UK. It's obviously from the UK. The classic candy consists of a sachet of tangy sherbet powder, which we found is powdered sugar with citric acid, and a fruity lollipop for dipping. It's a nostalgic favourite that has been around since 1970s. Okay, need to sneeze. Nope. Okay, and for refresher, this is like a taffy. Refresher bar, the chewy fruity delight. These flavourful candy bars are bursting with zesty fruit flavours and fizzy sherbet centre. Loved by generations of Brits, they're a sweet pick-me-up for any occasion. Okay? Hey there, and welcome to this month's Treat Crate. If this is your first Treat Crate, welcome. We're so thrilled to have you. Blah, 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 blah. British snacks are relatively comparable to some of the snacks we have in Australia in terms of texture. However, taste-wise, we will introduce you to some unique flavours that are sure to excite your taste buds. In particular, we think British crisps are amazing and hope you enjoy a taste of Britain as much as we do. As always, blah, blah, blah. British geography. Okay, so like many people, you may have questioned what the difference between England, the United Kingdom, Britain, Great Britain, and the British Isles is. Hopefully the Venn diagram above clears up the confusion for you. For the purpose of this crate, we'll be focusing snacks that originated from the United Kingdom, includes the island of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and a few other smaller islands. We've also used the term Britain interchangeably when referring to the United Kingdom. Okay, so the British Isles is Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales. Okay, that's the British Isles. Then you've got United Kingdom, which is Northern Ireland and the whole of this continent. No, it's not a continent, isn't it? This island. So Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. Ireland, which is the Republic of Ireland, is the southern part of Ireland, the landmass. And then Great Britain is Scotland, England, and Wales. It doesn't include Northern Ireland. Cool? Cool, cool, cool. We got it. Fun facts about the United Kingdom. Shakespeare, the famous English writer, added around 3,000 words to the English language. All sorts of horses in the UK must have a passport. London is a huge cultural melting pot with over 300 languages spoken. This is the city with the most languages spoken in the world. There are more chickens in England than there are humans. The sports, soccer, rugby, golf, boxing, and cricket were all invented in the UK. Soccer, aka football, rugby, golf, boxing, and cricket. The first King of England, William the Conqueror, made a law that everyone had to be in bed by 8 p.m. because he was tired and everyone else had to be. I'm not going to pronounce this, is the name of the town in Wales. It's the longest name of a town in the world. It's just like lots of different letters all that don't make sense. Okay. My hubby just told me that you can't go wrong with the Lions bar. Yeah? How is he familiar? I should read this. I am going to Scotland finally on the 3rd, and Ben is going to meet my husband's family. He's from Scotland. Oh gosh, you have bacon fries too. Those are literally my favourite snack from Scotland. Wow. I love that. Thank you for letting me know. Hope you're doing well. How's Ben? Okay. If I've missed any chat, repost it please. I kind of missed the English Channel Islands completely, yeah. All right. Intriguing facts about the late Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II, the Queen, was the longest reigning monarch ever in Britain, having reigned for 70 years to date, 2022. This must be old. In this time, she has seen 13 UK Prime Ministers and 6 popes come to power. The Queen's birthday is actually in June, when most of the Commonwealth officially celebrates it. This official birthday of the sovereign has been celebrated since King George II in 1748. The Queen is the only person in the UK allowed to drive without a licence, and the only person who can travel without a passport. That would work in her country. What about other countries? The Queen served full-time in World War II as a mechanic. Amazing. She was the first female member of the royal family to join the military, but she wasn't, I'm pretty sure in the time of World War II, she wasn't in line for the throne, right? No, not in line for the throne, but she wasn't the heir. Is that correct? Because her uncle abdicated. Is that how it works? The Queen absolutely loved corgis. She had 30 in her lifetime. Wow. She fed her corgis herself with beef from a silver platter with a silver fork. A royal pooper scooper is hired full-time to take care of their afters. Oh, that's why she doesn't need one. She can't give herself permission. Okay. The monarch technically issues all Commonwealth passports. Okay. Oh. Okay. The Queen was actually not meant to become Queen. It was only because of her uncle, King Edward the 13th? No, 5th, 6th, King Edward the 8th. Renounced the throne to marry a divorcee that her father became the king, and hence she became the heir. The Queen was a pretty private person. She only ever given an interview once in her life and didn't want her coronation to be broadcasted. The royals don't really use last names, but if needed, they go by the name of their house or dynasty that they belong to. They go by Wales, don't they? Currently, it is... That bit's cut off. That bit cut off. I'm pretty sure it's Wales. Cool. Hello. Only the royals are allowed to eat swans in England. Oh my goodness. I was watching Yellowstone and they were eating dove last night. In one of the last episodes of Yellowstone, they're eating dove. What the heck? All right, so let's start with the bacon fries. I'm a bit nervous about these. I don't know. I don't really like that artificial bacon flavour. Bacon fries. Doves are basically just pigeons with SPF 50. Okay. Ooh, they don't smell artificial. Yeah, this is what I meant. Like, I think these are like grain waves. They don't like proper crisps, like potato chips. They're more like a Pringle type thing, texture, like blended. Bit weird, hey? But these are bacon flavoured fries. Popular in the pubs. Oh, they have the texture. Oh my God. They're like oily. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I like it. They've got a weird aftertaste. They taste really oily. They taste kind of like pork crackle. Oh, these are not for me. They've got like a gross, like a chemically aftertaste. Oh God. I like the crunch though, and they're very salty. Like incredibly salty. Maybe I'll try like 2 at once. Oh, it's a little bit better. Nah. Oh. Better with a beer. When I was pregnant, I loved them so much. Yeah, I don't really like anything bacon flavoured. Okay, these are potato crisps from Walker's, and they are prawn cocktail flavoured. Ooh, it smells like a prawn cocktail, like vinegar. I'm excited for these. I love chips. I love potato chips. Salt and vinegar is my favourite, so I feel like these will be vinegary. Oh my God. These are good. They are, that paperwork said they're like light and tangy with salt and vinegar. Oh, these are good. Oh my god. These are delicious. The milk swirl, can you send me these? I need to find these in Australia. They're like sweet and tangy and like savory. These are amazing. Oh my god. I can't stop eating these. I will come back to you. 'Look at this. 50% extra free. Great value. Yum. Exceed, I'm excited for you to try these, but not these. He gets none of these. Okay. Now we're on to sweet. Yeah, we're gonna do chocolate last. We're gonna go start with sweet, like vinegary, not vinegary, like sweet stuff, and then we go into jammy dodgers, and then we finish with chocolate. Okay? So we're gonna start with fruit pastels. I've had very similar to these. They're like fruit gel tubes. What are they called? Tubes? Gotta go tuck in Lyra and Jade, no worries. Do you guys have anything like this? They're like chewy jellies. They're really good. Thank you, Jim, as well. I like these.
What country did we get?
The UK.
Oh, it's fucking British, isn't it? What's that?
Bacon fries.
Oh, these look like those waves now, don't they?
They do look like grain waves, don't they?
I thought they did.
He's doing this. Can you come on screen so they can see you?
No.
No. It's British, isn't it?
If I was a fan of the flavour of bacon, I think I would like this.
But you're not a fan of bacon? They've got a weird aftertaste, I
I
think.
don't think bacon's great.
Okay,
It's okay.
try these. Prawn cocktail.
Oh, yum.
He said, oh, yum. You don't have to try them if you don't want to. You don't like them? I think they're amazing. Oh my God, he's like, no.
Yeah.
These are fruit pastels. Oh, that's Vimto.
But you say that like I'm supposed to know what it is.
Oh, you never heard of it before? This is good.
Oh, we got them.
So this is called a refresher. I think it's like a sherbet taffy. Oh, sorry. So it's like a taffy with sherbet inside, which is like, it's got like powdered sugar in citric acid. It's like sour. It's not very good. It's okay. Okay. I'm so excited that you don't like these. I think these are amazing. Okay.
And fucking banana from
Oh yeah.
banana.
He's showing me a banana that I
What did you do?
before, like, so at nighttime we watch TV, like an episode of something, and so I felt like I opened a banana, even though I was really full. I opened a banana and I went to bite into it, and I said, "Can you eat this? Like, I'm full. I don't want it." He's like, "Why'd you open it?" I was like, I thought I wanted it. So I put it in a a plastic thing, and I've kept it in the fridge for 3 days. And he's decided to show me that it's still there. I need to make banana bread. Okay, so this is called a dip and dab. These are very common, different brands of these in Australia. So it's like this, and you get like a lollipop. We call these a lollipop, like a sucker. And you suck it, and then you dip it. Fun dip, yeah. Not for me. Like Whiz Fizz, yeah. Oh, too sweet. Way too sweet. Okay, Jammy Dodgers. I think Ixie will be keen of these, for these. So a Jammy Dodger, 2 shortbread biscuits, cookies. I don't know if I've had these before. Of this brand, but I've had something similar. Often you get cookies like this that are like kind of like stale type, like they're not crisp. So I'm not sure how these will be. Ooh. Okay, I just bit into the cookie without the jam. It's like flavorless. It's like not even very sweet. Just tastes like baking soda. There's like no flavour to it. Even the jam. There's like no flavour. You would have these in tea though, yeah, yeah. Like the filling is flavourless. There's chewiness. Maybe I'll dip it. This is cold mocha. I think it's better. You get more coffee, or like you'd have tea, it would be good for dipping, because it's pretty bland. Stop. You guys suck. Interesting. I'm interested to see what Exceed thinks. I don't think they're good for dipping because they're pretty neutral flavoured. They're like a slight bit of sweetness. Interesting. I prefer like a Jaffa cake. Them are probably my favourite UK treat. Okay. I'm going to do the Lion and then the double decker last. Okay. Lion bar. Reminds me of like a picnic. Hello, we're trying snacks from the UK. Ooh, is that like a picnic? Australians, is that like a picnic? Look at that. Caramel. Is that Rice Krispies? Yeah, like puffed rice. Wafer. I'm excited for these. Yeah, look, and this is the one that Nick likes. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh yeah. Is it like chewy, not too sweet? Yum. It's kind of like a Boost bar. Oh yeah. This is really good. I think I like Nestle more than I like Cadbury. Yum. Nick knows what he's talking about. Yum. I'll eat the rest of you later. Yum. Okay, double decker. Oh yeah, 100%. North American chocolate, I'm sorry, but it's way too sweet. European chocolate is where it's at. Oh, look at this. So it looks like that. So it's like these like like puffed rice was similar to the Lion Bar, and it's got nougat like a Milky Way. These are from the UK. From a treat cake. It's good too. I prefer that one. This one's a bit more sweet. Oh, this is good too. Bit of a weird aftertaste. Way sweeter. Cadbury chocolate's way sweet. We have tea cakes in Australia. Okay. Number one, these bad boys. These are my new obsession. Prawn cocktail. We get a lot of UK stuff in the our international section because we have a big UK population. Second is the Lion Bar. Baby. Third, fruit pastels. Then we've got the double decker. Jammy Dodger, Refresher, Dip Dab, bacon fries. No, I don't know. These are probably the same. I wouldn't eat these. If you offered them, I'd say no. This Refresher, it's okay. Jammy Dodgers probably need a cup of tea. This is alright, bit sweet, but I would take these. Oh, Vimto. I would eat these, like if they were available in Australia, I would buy these. Well, no, the fruit pastels, they're good, but like these two, damn man, these are delicious. These are so good. That tangy, sweet. Oh. Oh yeah, prawn cocktail lines, whatever else you think. Oh my God. They aren't from the UK. Aren't they from Sweden? I have them here. I had some. Let me see if I can find, I don't want to ask you to send them to me, to Milk Store. Let me have a look to see if I can get them available. I don't think I've ever seen these. You can get them on Australian Amazon. The UK shop is probably a European shop. And Dayam's just from Europe. I seen the tag, but I couldn't watch and drive the big truck. That's okay. We're doing vegetarian and beef sausage rolls. Oh my God. Hold on, one more. $50 for a bag. Is that good? That doesn't sound good. Oh. See you after stream, bad boy. This will be my Bridgerton snacks. Gets raunchy with the lion. Oh, yum. I better leave some for Exceed. I'm glad he doesn't like them. Okay. What would you like to try? Which have you tried? Fruit pastels are alright. I don't like green flavoured anything. I like pink or purple flavoured treat lollies. I thought this was a bowler box. One of the best so far. You can keep your bacon flavoured things. Just, the Brits have got to go on. Delicious. It's nearly the time to try. Okay, we're gonna make pasta for Nido. Okay, it's 11 o'clock, we've got some time. We're gonna make pasta. We've done our sausage rolls. We've got some TVP we might add into the marry me pasta. Nido has redeemed this, she wants me to marry her. Okay, so it's, how are they looking in the oven? They're getting there. Still a bit, not brown enough. Excuse me. So, need to get the sugar taste out of my mouth. Okay. So, I need to make a change to this recipe for one reason. Y'all remember when Monday stream, I didn't have any diced tomatoes, so I used whole tomatoes and I blended them. Well, those mini whole tomatoes I needed for this recipe. So I bought chopped tomatoes and I'm gonna use that today. Lucky I sent you 2 bags of TVP, right? Yeah. This is still a bit, you know? I'm excited. Back ready to be proposed by pasta. Sounds good. Ooh. Okay. I ate way too much food. Oh, golly. Good golly. Okay. So, vegetarian marry me pasta. Okay, so this recipe is from plantyou.com. Plan a kiss on you. Her name is Carly. Carly's making this pasta and teaching us today. So, the things we will need, her jump to recipe button's not working, so I've got to scroll down. Into the unknown. Okay, so we need pasta, olive oil, onion, garlic, tomatoes, Italian seasoning, chili flakes, nutritional yeast, which I do think I have from, it's probably like a good 5 years old. I feel like I have nutritional yeast here. Oh, I've got powdered peanut butter. I don't know how old that is. Guess how old the powdered peanut butter is? 500,000. Okay. Brewer's yeast. Okay. The brewer's yeast has got to be old. It's wiped off. Yeah, I don't know. 2021. 2021, that's not bad. Brewer's yeast. Maybe I don't have any nutritional yeast. But I'll just use cheese. I'll just use cheese. TVP. Sounds like TPG, like a telco company. We're going to be using thin spaghetti today, okay? Shin spaghetti. I only got a little bit of it, and then we're going to use some diced tomatoes. Okay. So, pasta, olive oil, onion, garlic, cherry tomatoes, which is going to be replaced with that. I'm going to use confit garlic because we're going bougie. And I'm going to try the coconut milk. Better not be bad. Okay. Why else did I come in? Confit garlic, here we go. This is garlic that has been cooked in olive oil, low temperature, softened. No, sauceroll's looking good. Cheese we've already got out. Then onion, red onion. So a staple in our house that I always buy every single week because we use it without fail is red onion. And turns out I don't have any. So use brown onion, which I hate. A little bit longer, they're nearly ready. My chat just refreshed. I've not seen any of the chat here. Okay. Better to, oh no. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. My chat has been all weird. Onion, lunch to a T, crispy pork banh mi with fried dim sum as sides. Lunch to a T. Okay. Crispy pork belly banh mi sounds good. Oh. Okay. This I'm going to use half of this onion. Hey Imba, how you doing? I didn't see what you posted. It's called peanut something. It's Edinburgh. I have it in the kitchen. In Germany, it's called literally peanut butter. Okay.
You've
Water?
got mail.
In Germany, it's called peanut cream because they aren't allowed to call it butter because it's no butter in it. Oh. Okay. Maybe in Sedith, are you in Germany? Do you think the rules different? You're living in Germany, okay? For some reason I thought you were. Now I'm confused. Yeah, because you're Polish. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you are Polish, but you're living in Germany. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I thought you were from Poland. I need to go to the post office, but I don't want to leave. Well, it's only 1 o'clock at your time, so I'll be done in about half an hour, 40 minutes. Can you hold your horses? This back in there. Wait, people actually go to the post offices? I've got a horse. So Exceed and I have been watching Yellowstone, and I'm really torn. I don't know if I mentioned this. It's unrelated to cooking. I'm on a tangent, and it's your fault. I don't know how I feel about horse riding. Because I have friends that are professional horse riders, and Nito, you don't need a passport to visit me. It's fine. I go to pick up packages too. Packages that you send me, Kerry. I like, they say that horses, I like to horse ride. I like enjoy the act of horse riding. But I worry, are horses meant to be ridden? It's great if you know the horse riding an unknown mount is pretty meh. I agree with that. But it's like, are we meant to be, do they like it? Do they like to be ridden? I have friends that say that their horses love to like the active horse, like show jumping and things like that. But I'm like, I don't know, are you meant to dress dogs in costumes? Like, yeah. Mine always did. Okay, onion. This stuff. Out of the oven. Let's go. No show stuff. Okay. Let's look. He's cold. It's like I'm going to jump on his back and ride him. Nito just says, meanwhile, Chester's literally walking around in a coat. He's bloody cold. He's been so, like last night, he was so cold that he was like curling up, and because of the medication that he's on, I think the cold affects him more. And so he does like the jacket. And if he doesn't, then he can take it off. But I picked it up this morning and he got excited. They will pee in her slippers out of revenge. No, but I'm talking about horses, you strapping a tightrope around their tummy and riding them and bouncing on their backs, and putting a piece of metal in their mouth and pulling on it. Do they like that? I don't know if they do. It's okay. Yeah, you did put a picture of your dogs in robes. Your dogs have pajamas. Don't come at me. 8 degrees in Hobart. Ooh, Nelly. Ah, that's really steamy. Holy shiza. Okay. Look at these bad boys. Look at that. And we need Exceed to come and try. See if you can tell the difference between the meat and the meat-free. Wow, they look pretty good. They look really good. So these ones are meat and these ones are meat-free. But I don't know if you would know. And they definitely have firmed up. Oh my God. Let's get the big man out of here. He's got a meeting soon. like that. I don't think you couldn't tell by the smell. Oh, crap. Meat free. Okay. Are you gonna try blind? I am. Get a bit of sauce. I do remember the days where I cooked from the World of Warcraft cookbook. Yeah, one of the best themed cookbooks there is. I can't. Just seeing if I can find my not my taste testing mask. Oh no, I do have one. I'd have to get my one from my bedroom. I'm pretty sure there's one under here. Okay. So, what have I got that spins? Okay. Oh, I was wondering why these onions weren't cooking. The heat wasn't even on. Bloody hell. Okay. So it'll be like this. And we'll go like that. And I've got to pick one or the other. Right? Can you see? So if I pick one, you'll know which one. The black is the meat, and this one without the seeds or the white seeds, that is no meat. Okay? Are you ready? All right. Are you ready? Can I go? Or do you want me to wait? Of consenting age. I'm just going to cook my pasta. Your mask looks like a bra. Okay. Intrusive thoughts. It does though. It does. It's like a bra for your eyes. So your eyeballs don't hurt. I'm just pushing these. You want to try?
Why are you wearing it?
Because I'm going to blind taste test myself.
Okay.
He said he's, okay, I'm going to blind taste test you.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Sure. Does that mean I have to close my eyes or what?
No, you don't have to, you won't know which is which.
Okay. So one of these is meat and the other one is not meat?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the other one. Oh, he's taking the yellow sesame seed, the white sesame seed first, and the black sesame seed second.
So initial reaction is that is meat and that is not meat.
Okay, he's saying that white sesame seed is meat and black sesame seed is not meat. I blended them so that they were like a smoother texture.
I'm not saying that. That was my initial reaction
Yeah, okay.
based on visuals.
Based on visuals, he said. He's not saying that. He's just saying on visuals. That's what he would think.
Okay, I've now taken one bite of this
He's taking up.
and I think this is the impossible meat so far.
Okay. He thinks he's taken one bite from the white sesame seed and he thinks that that is the
Yeah,
meat.
that's impossible.
It's not impossible.
No, that is.
But it's not impossible.
Oh, well, no, but what I mean is that.
But that is fake. What do you
Yeah.
think of it though? He's
It
picked
was-
correctly.
It was interesting because I thought it was fine. Like,
Yeah.
definitely eat them, no problem at all.
Yeah.
But had I not had the real beef next,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have realised how big of a difference it is.
Yeah, okay. So he's saying, can you hear him? He's saying that if he had the first meat and he like it was okay, but if he hadn't had the real meat, he wouldn't have realised that how much the difference there is.
But that means I got it on visuals as well.
But no, you didn't.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You got it wrong
I
on
only got
visuals.
it on taste.
Yeah. So we had an issue with the Impossible meat. I went to defrosted and opened it, and it's like it stinks.
Well, because you microwaved it.
No, he said because I microwaved it, but it says you can keep it in the fridge for up to 21 days. So I kept it in the fridge for a few days and then I froze it.
Okay.
It stinks.
That's the way you defrosted it.
It's because the way I defrosted it, he said. I did it in bursts of 20 seconds. It's not that. I think it was bad.
Right, am I done?
Yeah, do you want any more?
Yeah, I'll take one to go.
Any, you have meat free?
Whatever you want to be.
One of each is fine.
Want some mostarda?
And you want mustard, you don't want ketchup.
Don't worry about it. Thank you.
Bye. Okay. You said that's unfortunate about the Impossible. All right, now my turn. Okay, you ready? You guys remember which one's which? Shutting my eyes off. All right, ready? Can't see anything. Okay. Doesn't really taste like anything. Oh, I want to swap. So I want to spin it and I'm going to break it in half because I can feel the sesame seeds on top. I'm removing. I want to cut it in half. Okay. I'm just going to pick it up and put it in my mouth rather than to feel it because I can feel the sesame seeds on the top. Hi, Chess. Okay, you ready? I feel like this is meat free, but it doesn't taste bad. Like I think you get the mushroom flavour. It's really good. This tastes like a sausage roll that you would get from. He just keeps scratching me. It tastes like a sausage roll that you would get from like Mrs. Max or whatever. It's like processed, so it's like smoother. But oh, that tastes like beef. Now, I don't know what I've done. Hold on. Now I'm confused. I think that was beef. Yeah, that was beef. Oh, okay, because I had non-beef, and then I had 2 beef, and then I've had beef. I couldn't really tell the difference between both of them. Wow. I think if I did this again, I would add more like stock powder, mushroom stock powder, and I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference. That is insane. I think it just needs more mushroom stock powder. I've never tried a vegan beef stock, but I'm interested to try if you recommend a brand. But wow. The difference is the texture, where these are softer, but very similar to a sausage roll that you would get at the like Mrs. Max or from a place like what do you call it? A place. What am I saying? Like a roadhouse or like a deli or something. Like when you bite into it, it's not as firm, but maybe if you add like another egg or even some flour, see it's like mushy compared to this is regular beef. Wow. And coated fennel, yeah, like toasted fennel, definitely. I don't think I've added enough tomato paste in general. Like the beef doesn't taste as beefy, but wow. Hi, big guy. Hot. I'm impressed. That's good. Great redeem. Service station or Sostro, yeah. Servo, gas station, roadhouse, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Good idea. The blind taste testing was so good because like I didn't know and I was confused. Wow. I think definitely some changes to the texture to make it firmer, and I don't think you would tell, and some more stock powder. Heck yeah. Thank you, Nito. Okay, so now we're continuing with this Marry Me pasta. We've got onion in here. We're gonna add some confit garlic. I think it was a spite redeem. Why? You didn't think it would be good? Okay, garlic. This is confit garlic. Like that. Onion. Onion. Smush. Smush, 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 smush. It's slippery. Slippery little bugger. There we go. Garlic, onion. We don't have any cherry tomatoes, so we're gonna use diced tomatoes. My laptop turned off. She outplayed us, but chair. Okay. Italian seasoning, so I'm just gonna make my own. A little bit of this. 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 Some chili flakes. Like that. Black pepper, salt. I am the best, guys. You can't beat me at mystery boxes. I'm the best. Okay. Smoked salmon and onion slices. Okay, with bread roll. Interesting. Just check the pasta that's cooking beside me. The thin spaghetti. Oh my gosh. Yum. We want to strain the pasta. We'll keep some of the juices, the water. So I like thin spaghetti, or angel hair is my fave. Okay. I don't care if they call me crazy. Okay. Okay, vegetable broth. We're gonna add some mushroom powder. And water. Oh, shivers, that was a lot. It's okay, it's okay. Water, Who are you waving at, Nito? Oh, hey, not now. Holdy. Okay. A bit more tomato. Okay. So now it wants coconut milk and cheese. Do we use coconut milk? Do you use coconut milk when you make it, Nito? Coconut milk here. What do you think? And you use moo cream, moo milk. You don't look. Where's cheese? You moo? Yeah. Okay. Then I'll use moo. And I'm using moo cheese as well. Yes. Moo milk, moo cow. When you were a kid and you used to call a horse a neigh, I still do that. And I refer to cow's milk, dairy milk as moo milk. In our house we say moo milk or oat milk. Just a bit of fun. Okay. This is similar, very incredibly similar to my pasta alla vodka, but I add cumin and paprika. I will just say that a disclaimer, this is marry me pasta and I'm still not married after 12 years to Mr. B. Why don't you propose to him? Why don't you propose to him? I'm deep into my pasta sauce now. Might be really heavy on pasta recipe. I'm not sure what you mean. You're deep, like you really like pasta sauce? Oh shit. It's a bit watery, so it's... He said no? What do you mean? What do you mean he said, why did he say no? Because he wanted to do it himself, or? Someone said no to me. Because they said no to me, I'll catch you later. Just kidding. I think, I'm not opposed to, I would probably propose to him. You're deeply committed to pasta sauce? I'm confused. He said he has no interest in getting married. Oh, that's good. Oh, neato. I'd say no, only needed to mistake that one. I love. And I think, like marriage should never change anything. Should never, you shouldn't get married to some people get married and think that things will change and they'll feel more set and content and things. I don't think that's the right way to think about it. But I just think that we're committed to each other. And even, it doesn't change anything, but it does change, I don't know, it makes you feel more set. I don't know. I've been with my missus for almost 13 years. Only reason I want to be married is for legal reasons. In case something happens to her, I want her to be able to make medical and financial decisions. So in Australia, if you are, I'm not sure how it works with medical. I think it's the same. But if you are living together for a certain amount of time, I'm not really sure. If you have been married for a certain period, live together for a certain period, you are basically de facto. So you are, you get half. It is 12 months. I wasn't sure. So if you live together for, and you, even if you're housemates, yeah, common law, it's no longer a thing. Okay. Yeah. So de facto is that people have to be careful if you're like living with your like your boyfriend. And especially during COVID, that say, for instance, if you owned the house and your boyfriend was paying rent to you, or say girlfriend was paying rent to you, you're after 12 months you're referred to as de facto, and they are eligible for a portion of your house or your belongings and your furniture and things like that. So it can be a little bit tricky. 6 months common law, okay. But like my mum and stepdad they aren't legally married. They've been together for like 8 years, 6 or 8 years or something. But they have a BFA. We don't have, I don't think we have prenups in Australia. They're called BFAs. So it's a binding financial agreement. And it's kind of like a prenup, a will situation, and yeah, you can create a will. Anyone can create a will at any time. You have to be married, but you just have to be living together, or show to the court of an ongoing relationship. Even like my auntie and uncle, they've been together for like 30 years. They don't live together, but like they are companions. They can prove that they have an ongoing relationship where they are supportive of one another and no other partner. It would be the same kind of situation. Everything is in my name, but Mr. B is entitled to half. Okay. And if I pass without a will, it will go automatically to... Really? I got my hubby to sign a paper with my lawyer, almost like a prenup when he moved in. Yeah, smart to do. You know, it's always good to be prepared, and even if like you get in a relationship is an awkward thing, that awkwardness will last for like, you know, a few days compared to the awkwardness of like having, you know, a partner of a year and a half take all half of your stuff. It can, if things get dirty. It would have to go through probate, but yeah, he'd be considered my next of kin. Yeah, yep. I worked really hard to buy my house, and when we were dating, I wanted to be sure because things come, of course, yeah. When like Exceed and I got together, we kept things separate, but then after a few years, we joined everything, and we knew we were going to be together, but we bought like equal things to the partnership, so we didn't need to do a prenup kind of situation, but I think it's smart to do. Because it's all, you know, well and good when things are going well, but for some people, you know, I've seen friends and things. Yeah, and I like people have their finances separate, and well, it isn't for me. I can understand that it is for others. And you just got to do what's right for you. Okay. So this is our pasta sauce. See the little specks? That's the dried parsley, oregano. It kind of can go dark. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's usually basil that goes darkest. Okay. So I don't have too much pasta, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with the sauce in another bowl. Okay. So pasta in there. little bit of this pasta sauce, pasta water. Like this. Oh no, I just got a cough. Right. Could blend this to make it thinner and smoother. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Vegetarian. I have a friend going through divorce right now, and even something small like a cell phone contract is causing her issues. Both names on it, yeah. I have a girlfriend going through a separation and not married, but businesses and, you know, cars and things like that. And it's just, yeah, it's very, very tricky. Okay. So we're gonna, this is like a carving fork. So you learned this trick from the movie Chef. So just, he's not paying his phone and she has to pay for it or get a whole new phone and number if she wants out of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, like that. Like that, so you can hold there if you want and just twirl. Twirling, twirling, twirling. Look at this. Yum! Okay, and we can it feels a bit weird putting like a cup of sauce on top, like that. Give it a little zhuzh. Stop caring about me now. Do I have any parsley? Parsley, parsley. Nope. Yeah, I do. Hold on. Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmigiano. Oh, and to be clear, Mr. B was very clear about from the outset about kids and marriage. He didn't lead me on for a decade first. I understand. And I think you're a smart girl. I know I expected that. There we go. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, and then we need some greenery on this bad boy. First time and only time you'll ever see me use curly parsley. Look at that. And then what I would do is a little bit of chili oil. Like that. And if you even wanted to, you could use a bit of olive oil as well, like that. Yumbo. What do we think? There we go. The more cheese, the more holes. The more holes, the less cheese. That means the more cheese, the less cheese. What? The more cheese, the more holes. The more holes, the less cheese. That means the more cheese, the less cheese. Interesting. Yum. A bit salty. A bit salty. Because I put a bit too much stock powder in there. Ooh. It's nice. I'm not a big pasta person, if you know me, on stream. I don't really enjoy pasta. It's very heavy, but Exceed does. It's depending on the mood. I'm gonna try this. TVP. It's in the zone. Okay. I don't know, how many of you guys like pasta? Let's have a try. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of an initial taste, but I think. Excuse me. I don't mind it. TVP, impressed. Very impressed. Wow. Love pasta, but that would be the carb that would kill me to give up. Really? Nah, baby. Bread. I like bread. I couldn't give up. Bread, flatbread. Gnocchi, not a really, I like gnocchi, but like pan-fried gnocchi. Not a massive fan of pasta. There's a fly flying around my head. I love seafood and white-based sauces. I'm allergic to peppers and not a big fan of tomato. Get out of here, little shit. And the heater's on still. Turn that off. Yeah, I would rather, like for me personally, my favorite type of food is like fresh, like Vietnamese or Mexican. I like pastries, of course, but rice, Asian food, whereas Exceed is more of a fan. He loves pasta, he likes pizza, Italian heavier food, and he doesn't really like Asian food. People eat it, but like he would hate to have Vietnamese or like pho or no. It's nice. It is good. I like the flavour. It's very yummy. I think warm, winter warming be really yummy. If I'm really hungry, like after I've done a workout or whatever, I eat pasta and I'll eat like a lot of it. But on a normal day, every other food I wouldn't. Jay agrees with you. Bread is his favourite. Yeah, Jay, we're right. It was weird. I was always itchy all the time, and my dad loves the Pepper family for cooking. I found out actually he'd been poisoning you your whole life. I found out actually when working at Subway that I have a severe allergy, especially when peppers are raw. Interesting. Allergy doctor told me it's not a death thing. It's just super itchy and ratchy. It should be itchy and ratchy, scratchy, rashy, Wow, that's interesting. Oh my God, I need to sit down. Guys, DOTD. We did some fun and interesting stuff. We ate some snacks. Were you team marry me pasta or marry me sausage rolls? That's annoying me. There we go. Sausage rolls or vegetarian sausage rolls, meat sausage rolls, or pasta. What was your DOTD? There's a poll in chat. What are you a fan of? I'm gonna say I'm very impressed with sausage rolls. I probably, like, of course, I'll prefer beef, but I'm interested to try more of these, especially when they're cooler, with some tomato sauce. See if I notice the difference. What I should have done is put sesame seeds on none of them, and then you wouldn't know. And then, like, it's like a real blind taste. All right. 67% of people. 2 votes. That's all we got. Everyone's asleep for the Friday. But thank you everyone for being here. We are going to... Where should we take you? Carbonara is nice. I love bacon. My household can't get enough garlic in our food. Do you use a garlic mincer, like a garlic press? Yalith? Refresh if you can't see the poll. I use a press, yes, good. Okay. Because a lot of people they think that they can't get enough garlic flavour, dice or slice garlic, and you need to press it to get the most garlic spiciness out. Oh my goodness, okay. We're gonna rate, oops. No one is making, just having a look. I'm gonna need a nap. I am tie. I'm feeling way better, like the last few days, getting healthier, not as sick, but still just tired. Okay, we're gonna raid this person called Luna Mura. She's doing, hold on. Oh. What the heck is going on? Did that work? I think that worked. So it looks like she's making get snacks, help pup, everyone continues to win. Oh, I think she's doing a stream for her puppy, her dog. Doggy treats. Sounds fun. This looks good. All right, guys. Next time on Monday, we're doing Frozen Dinner remakes. We're back at it. We're gonna do the recreation of the chicken Kiev. So we've got a frozen dinner. We're gonna cook it and show you what it looks like, and then we're gonna recreate it from scratch. All right, it's gonna be a fun stream. 2 days and 20 hours. Copy and paste this. We're gonna raid someone new. We're gonna make an introduction, make a little, remember you guys represent me, I love it. And thank you for those who have contributed. Kerry, tipped $90. Huffle, $10 towards the community goal on Mario. Nito gifted to Push Sale. Thalikos sub for 7 months. Beware gift tipped $5. Kerry, $90. And Huffle, 10. So thank you everyone who has contributed to the stream today and this week. I really appreciate it. Let's jump over and raid. Copy and paste the raid call message. I really love it when you guys can do that. Take care. Have a great weekend. Thanks, mods. Brush your hair. Look after yourself and those around you.